Anything new? I'm not sure about that, but I guess the Kennebunk High School and Middle School will be closed, and go remote learning starting tomorrow.
What time did this come out?
So,
Yeah, yeah, because it hasn't hit Facebook yet.
yep, we're 7.
Okay. Call me to order then with the pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Have any adjustments to the agenda? Hearing none.
Make a motion to approve the agenda.
Second.
All in favor? Public forum. Anybody have anything for, not you, Jack? Okay. Anybody else? All right, moving on. Approve the minutes of December 27th, 2021 and January 3rd, 2022.
If nobody has any changes to make, I'll approve, move to approve as written.
Second that.
All in favor of approval? Both minutes? No committee and board reports. Moving on to the Arundel Street Design and Construction Ordinance, we have some modifications suggested by our planner.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I just wanted to provide to you tonight, based on your discussions a couple of weeks ago with Lee J, some of the suggested language that he was thinking of adding to the proposal based on your thoughts at your last meeting. So what he did is that he provided that, and I hope it came out in yours, it provided it in blue.
Yep.
To take up those sections of concern. So my thought was, if you have any, if there's any other fine tuning to this, or do you need Lee J to come back to discuss further, he's willing to do that. But I thought that at least you get a chance to look at it tonight and decide if it meets your concerns from your last meeting.
Okay. I know something bothers me a little bit about the language, but one is I think it's a one sentence, right? The if is not a capitalized where the blue begins.
Okay. That should just be a
Small I.
May retain engineer if public works director,
Okay.
et cetera, right?
gotcha.
Because that one is needed. Certify. And shouldn't there be another sentence after it says, you complete that sentence, and upon such certification, then the public hearing or public meeting will not be necessary, or the staff review will not require that? Isn't that what we're looking to get away from here?
Yeah, we're trying to stop the need for any other hearings as a
Right.
result of that. Yep. So you think there should be another sentence after that? after
Right,
public-
upon such, this says if they get, you may go get an engineer.
Correct?
And then it should, who will certify that the road has been constructed, meet the standards. So upon such certification, then staff review can sign off upon the request without the need for public
Okay,
hearing or public meeting. Then it goes on, it should go on to say if they have to upgrade, then you need to get another certification, and same thing holds
okay.
true. That's just my suggestion. I mean,
I think that's what we were aiming for.
mm,
Okay, I'll ask him to add some more language there,
Okay.
further discussion.
okay,
I think our goal here is to seek your folks' approval before we move forward to having it on any ordinance changes at the annual town meeting.
all right.
Okay,
I wonder why a private driveway or a private road that likely would never be accepted by the town as a public road, why does that have to be registered in Alfred?
Registered in Alfred, Phil? What
it
do you mean?
doesn't.
Yeah, it says on line 6. No, line 6, 2.6, recording of plan.
Well, I mean, from my point of view, that's a benefit to the people who use that road, or if you're going to sell lots off that road, to have that plan recorded in the registry, you can make reference to it in the deed. So when I'm conveying you a lot, I can make reference to that plan as being giving you an easement over that plan by reference to its book and page or plan book and page number as recorded. I mean, I think that's a good idea once you get approval, you want to have it on record someplace, and the public record is the registry of deeds.
Okay.
Okay, nothing else on that. Then we have, once again, the transfer station.
Yeah, I didn't know if I'd have any other further information to share with you based on the transfer station. Just some observations that I've had since we've made the change from the weighted piece is that I've had a couple people contact me via email trying to understand what was happening and how it affected them personally. I tried to, I think I answered their questions. They seemed pretty positive on the answers that I provided. So, and I indicated to some that, this is a moving process. We're still involved in it, but I haven't heard any serious negative on it. And I'm wondering if any of you went up there and experienced anything. The only thing I've been receiving is some negative comments based on some of the staff that Casella has had up there trying to assist the residents in disposing of their trash. And I've sent those issues on to Casella management for further addressing, but that's the only things I've had. Are you seeing any changes, or is it?
Well, it went a lot quicker because people weren't waiting to be weighed, and then, everybody standing in line while they weigh it and figure out how much the punches should be. So it was, I had one bag and I threw in one bag and it was 2 punches and
Away you went.
away you went.
Okay.
So it was pretty quick in that
Okay.
regard.
We have our trash barrels, a pretty big barrel.
Yep.
And Sean took them up Saturday for us, and they
Yep.
were both about half full. And he takes them out of the truck, and the guy goes, "How much is in there?" Sean says it's half full. And I've written on the top, recycling and trash, and how much is in that one? It's half full, 2 punches.
Okay,
They didn't look. I mean, the can could have been full.
but they asked.
They asked,
Yep,
how
that's
much is
good.
in there?
Yeah.
And it might have been a little over half full, but that was only because I hadn't
Good.
stood on it and trumped it down, but
I think it'll be a process, you know, as they get to see more people, more frequency, I think they'll, you know, unless you have a huge event at your home, you're pretty consistent about the trash that you
Yeah.
have on a weekly basis that you're getting rid of, so.
I'm surprised you have negative comments about, I mean, they've always been really helpful to me.
Okay.
For some of them, maybe even come over to the back of my truck and started taking stuff out
Yeah.
for me. I didn't even ask him to do it. So,
Yeah, no, I had one person who felt that they were very rude to her, so I'm not, she didn't get specific into what the reason for her rudeness, but I just wanted Casella management to understand that some of those things are being expressed, so they can at least talk to their folks, and maybe it was after, you know, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But she
Yeah.
wasn't much on detail, but
they've always been helpful to Charlie. They'll
Good.
come up and help him get the containers out of the
Yeah.
truck and dump
Yeah.
them for him, and,
excellent.
yeah.
yeah.
Well, it's good, and
Okay.
if anybody gets any negative comments, you know, please send them to me, and we'll get them addressed.
Okay, want to approve the special town meeting warrant? Or do we want, this is for the 14th, huh?
That is correct.
22. Do we want to wait to have a full slate of the board, or three of us? I mean, three of us are enough.
Yeah, three of us enough, as long as you all agree to
Right.
it. Yeah, it's fine. I would just soon do it tonight, and then
Okay.
see, the clerk is leaving on vacation the end of the
Alright.
week, so if she can get out of here COVID-free. And so she would like to get this posted and get things moving along.
Okay. All right, so we need a motion to approve the special town meeting warrant relative to the appropriation of 50,000 from the fund balance for the demolition of the old town hall.
So move.
I'll second.
Okay, all in favor then? Okay,
Thanks. I got it right here. I'll send it on
yep,
down.
send her down. Okay, next item is our proposed purchasing policy. We've made an adjustment from the last based on Velma's astute observation about what if it's 25K on the number. And so we've got it, now it's anticipated to be 25,000 or more. And the other one's obviously less than 25. And we'll share that with the charter review folks on Wednesday.
Okay.
Take their comments, see what they have anything that might improve what's been prepared, it seems to me.
Okay.
We'll go from there.
Yep, that
Yep.
sounds fine. I didn't know how you wanted to handle it. I did send the purchasing policy to all of the
Okay,
charter review folks, so hopefully we can have some discussion on that.
Want to put Jones in there for my,
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yep.
I will make sure that gets done.
probably ought to just do it everywhere.
Okay,
okay. Next item is the change to the personnel policy.
yeah,
Um,
Mr. Nen in there.
what's that? I know. Relative to Juneteenth and it being designated as a floating holiday to be utilized by employees, subject to the manager's approval.
I made just one other change, and I
Okay.
wanted to bring it to your attention before you act on it. It was the paragraph under 5.9 holidays. I took out the 8 hours and just left it specific holidays plus holiday pay at their regular pay rate, because we have some employees that work 8-hour days. We have others that work 10-hour days. So I wanted to remove the 8 hours and just leave it as a holiday for the regular rate of pay.
Okay,
And that was the only other addition that I made to that section.
We act on that tonight.
sure.
I'll move to approve as amended.
I'll second that.
Any further discussion? Comments? Not hearing none. All in favor? It is amended.
That is an accounts payable and a payroll warrant.
Okay,
So I make a motion, we approve the accounts payable and payroll warrant.
I'll second.
all in favor of that?
They're right there, Bill.
Guys are gonna set a record.
I was gonna
tonight.
say, if there's no other business, this could be record setting. That's
I
for
was
sure.
gonna say,
Yeah. I make a motion to adjourn.
Well,
I'll second.
all
If
right,
there's no other business.
all in favor?
Yeah.
Wow.
Thanks,
15
guys.
minutes.
that's a record.
I'm not gonna start my car. It hasn't even cooled off from when I came in.